between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Buy down these two. Argolay! 54. Time to go. Night. 36. Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Rip right. Check 50, attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow. There's a water, right? 50 seconds. Hey, 43, 15. Check three. Slam.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back. Shoot. 57 to Mike. Check.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Gordon on first down, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check nickel. Hey, 57 colors. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, It's nothing but room to run.
Hey, red blades, red blades.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, check, lucky.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And an alley to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Jerick McKinnon. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, but the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. So go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Out. You guys right? You guys tight. You guys tight right there. Check.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. You better bring it. Check 50. Check 50. Check 99. Check 99. Yellow. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Coming, baby.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
At the 50-yard line.
Check. One. Don't say nothing. Check.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Mariota to throw it. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Jerron Brown's got it complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Mariota. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check. 15. Check.
Now Mahomes. Caught by Jones. Through an opening, and there he goes. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Check 24, check 24.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check 25. Shoot. Joker. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. Pick me up. Here we go. Switch. Shift. Alert 3. Shift.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes sets up the screen to Gordon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Squeeze, double. 3. Tighten up.
On second down, here's Penny trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Quit. Check.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Pick the edge. Come. 1. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 22 jet bomber. Where are they, team?
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now from the 50. And caught by Jerron Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Hey, alert 3. 3.
Mariota. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the right.
Here's Mariota. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He's not going to get me.
On third down, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaron Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 24, Chargers nothing. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike spot 4. Hey, Sunday. Come on. Tight dog.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike spot 4. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10. Attack. Check 49. Check your hot read. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're running it. Jim. Check the backer. Alert flow. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Attack! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Crunch time, defense.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Big Ed. No.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 13. One. Hey, watch him. 61. Matchbox, right.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now McKinnon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Silver.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Check. Where are they feed? One. Bang.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
One. Get in the right room. Whip. Watch the whip.
They run once more with McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Three. Check, crunch. Check 43. One. No.
Here's Penny. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You're not ready.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 52. SOS.
A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50. Right at midfield.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Yellow. I'm going, Eddie. Here it comes. Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
back.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Ship. Yellow. 6 guy, check 6 guy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike orbit. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's Mike. Mike.
Now it's Mahomes again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Penny. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Get wide.
3rd and short, McKinnon. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Record. Check 37. Check 37.
Second down, McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Recon, 132 fighting.
One.
On 1st down, McKinnon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Ready. Blue line.
Yeah. Watch the edge. Watch out.
Now Rashad Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They fake the give, now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
57, Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside to 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
43! 43!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 57 to Mike. Watch 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you over.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big time.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.